So today we're doing a video called In Case You Missed It, Mabinogi White Day. So this is going to be an event where Ancon the elf is trying to ask out Eunice, the human. We have to give him chocolate. Yeah, we have to give him the chocolate cookie spice blend, and then he can make cookies for Eunice. So the video is just going to go through me reading it out. I am recording part of this live, so in case I'm responding to chat, that's what's happening if I'm saying something completely off topic. But sometimes I was able to cut it. So yes, without further ado, let's get started.
I beg your pardon. Might you have come in response to the letter I sent? That's such a relief to hear. Thank you. After evaluating my situation, I concluded that I was going to need the help of someone for this, so I started sending out letters here and there as time allowed. So to explain a bit, back around Valentine's Day, someone gave me a gift. He looks embarrassed. There's this wonderful girl I know named Eunice, and she decided to ask me out. Ever since then, I've been raking my brain, wondering how I should answer her. Before I realized it, a month had already passed. I feel I shouldn't put off this for any longer. She deserves an answer. But after my initial hesitation, would it look weird if I said yes now? No. It would not look weird if you said yes now. Say it. Say it. He watches your expression, and you can almost hear the gear of indecisiveness turning in his head. Is it really okay to help someone when they've clearly still thinking things over? Yes. Are you really going to help me? Thank you so much. I just can't think of a good way to go about this. And believe me, I've done a lot of thinking. Welcome to the tube. And welcome in. I have to say welcome to you, Troy. How you doing? You really are saying you'll help me out, right? Offer to help. Really? I can't thank you enough for this. He lets out a deep breath, sounding incredibly relieved. And hello, how are you? I'm an ordinary elf who makes a living. I forgot he's not a giant. I forgot. He's so much taller than me, I actually thought he was a giant for a second. It's been a while since I packed up and moved to Olda. But I'd like to think I've gotten used to the way things work around here. I see. Thank you for offering your help. For Valentine's Day, Eunice gave me a chocolate she made in her own kitchen, so I felt the best way to say yes to her would be a bag of delicious cookies I baked myself. Do you think she'd like something like that? I think she would love it. I'm glad you seem to think so. She's incredible at cooking, and she really loves it. And well, I'm incredible at burning things usually, but I want to do something that shows I thought about her. So I'm just going to have to work at it. Now, to get things started, would you be willing to do me a favor? To give myself the best chance, I want to make sure I'm working with good ingredients that should help offset at least some of the lack of my experience in cooking. What I have in mind is some sweet cookie spice blend. It's not normally available in stores, but I heard you can choose it as your payment if you help the grocery store. Not this again. Oh my gosh. This was why I couldn't complete it last time, but it's okay. We'll try. If you earn at least 20 points, you should be able to transfer those for some spice blend. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm glad I read it again because I also was selecting the wrong thing every time. I was supposed to get a spice blend. I'll be what? I'll be attacking this recipe with all the gusto. Okay. I'll be attacking this recipe with all the gusto I usually bring to the battlefield, but I think it will take a few training batches before I can make something decent. So could you bring me a packet of that spice blend each day? That'd make 7 in all. As a sort of repayment, I'll give you some special coins as a gift and some cookies I bought from bakers who actually know what they're doing. While I was going around trying to learn more about Eunice and what she might like, I made a few things. So since you're helping me out, I'd be glad to let you pick a few of those too if you'd like. His ears flushed red in embarrassment. He casually hands you a quest scroll. Check the daily quest with trial by cookie. That's kind of cute. Thank you. Oh, right, and let me give you something else as a token of my appreciation. I'll give you an experience selection box each day after you log in after the server time. And then for each day you log in after that, I'll give you one more. That means if you log in every day, you could get a total of 105 boxes. It really adds up. I hope today's batch of cookies will turn out better than yesterday's. I don't think they were supposed to turn out that hard. What is this event even about? It's the exact same as the Valentine's Day event, but instead of Eunice giving stuff to Ancon, it's Ancon giving stuff to Eunice. So we made chocolate for him, and then he's making cookies for her. You know, like the true White Day, Valentine's Day thing. Like originally, for anyone who doesn't know, Valentine's Day was originally so girls can give chocolates to boys. And then White Day was supposed to be the day that it returns. So the boys are supposed to give something white to the girls. He's thinking hard, mouth turned down in disappointed expression. Could you bring me some of that spice? All of that spice? I need all the advantages I can get if I hope to make a cookie that tastes halfway decent. I'm going to need some sweet cookie spice blend. It's not normally available in stores, but I heard you can choose it as your payment if you help the grocery store with a part-time job. As long as you earn at least 20 points, you should be able to trade those points for some spice blend. Complete a grocery store part-time job in any town. Receive a packet of sweet cookie as your blah 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 blah. Okay. So it's the exact same event, but just switch who does what. And it seems... So we didn't finish the event last time. I'm going to watch a Xanafied Cat video if he in fact did do the event and then get the whole thing. It seems like she confessed her feelings, gave him the chocolate, and he didn't respond. And then now, months later, well, actually it's just 1 month. Now he's going to respond by giving her a cookie because he thought about it more. That's not true, Dime. Plenty of women love men. I'm one of them. What really happened was just that Valentine's Day merged and took both White Day and Valentine's Day. But still, Japan celebrates White Day still. Ooh, that's it. The sweet cookie spice blend that will make my baking palatable. LOL. Thank you so much. He bows gratefully to you. Here, I'd like you to have these cookies. Don't worry. I bought them from someone who knows what they're doing, so they should be delicious. He hands you a small bag of cookies that look delicious. Along with their light sugary scent, you also catch a whiff of something burnt. Probably his own attempt at baking a batch of cookies. Alright, it reminds me of Pararu because he made all of the cookies dance. I'm sorry, I'm still hurt about it. Alright, time to roll up my sleeves for attempt 14. 14! Hopefully, at least this time, they won't turn out looking like some hideous failed alchemy transmutation. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I hope your White Day will be a happy one. Alright. I guess I can't give him multiples. He hesitates for a second, cautiously striking up conversation. Do you have a moment to talk? It won't take long, I promise. Sure. Thank you for making the time. I feel like I have to get someone else's opinion here. I'm so hopeless when it comes to things like this. It's already been a month since she asked me out. Since then, she hasn't said anything about it. No pressure or anything. She's always perfectly friendly, just waves and says hello. But that makes it even more guilty for just leaving her hanging. I really am the worst when it comes to other people's feelings. I do want to tell her before it's too late. But what? I told her that it would be better not to get involved with me, since I'm an elf and all. So now, if I say yes after all that, don't I look like a hypocrite? This man thinks too much. Like, can you just... She does not care. Just ask him... Just ask. To be honest with you, I'm still not sure about all of this. Maybe among Malaysians it's different, it really is. But it's hard to shake how you've been raised, you know? And the stories I've heard, what if it doesn't work? I don't want her to suffer because of me. Well, you live in Olda. Nobody's gonna judge you in Olda. In Iria, yeah, for sure. And thank you so much for the lyric, Lethal. I appreciate it. I know you're probably thinking I'm a coward. I don't. I just think you overthink. And you wouldn't be in the wrong for saying so. I mean, I don't want you to disparage yourself. It's just every elf I've heard of who tried to have a relationship with someone who wasn't an elf ended up in a bad place because of it. I see. History speaks, and we all learn these things from what's happened, even if it weren't there to experience it ourselves. So I was initially against it on those grounds, but Eunice. What? B-man, hit rock with stick. Get little rock. Profit. I don't even know what that means, but sure, pop off. I hope that encourages him. Ancon. Oh, I guess. I'm trying to visualize it. I remember that one meme where it's literally that a guy, a stick figure guy, and smacking a rock. But I don't know if that's what you're referring to. He hesitates before quietly admitting something to you. Since she's really great, better than I could have hoped, I don't really deserve her. Please, please stop saying these kind of things. Like, bro, you're making it complicated. Please. She told me she fell for me, but I feel like I've been falling for her all this time, okay? I don't even know what to think anymore. Do you think it's okay to tell her yes, even when I'm still waffling harder than an all-day breakfast joint? That's crazy. That's funny. He's funny. I don't want her to be burdened. I don't want to be a burden to someone I like so much. What if she actually is disappointed by reality? That is a high possibility. Like, that's the first like complaint that he said that I can actually understand, because the way that Eunice and him met was that she was about to die, basically, because she found the wolves in sheep's clothing, and those things are strong, and then she cannot rebirth like we can. So she was definitely in a dire situation when he rescued her. So I can understand like his hesitation there, because when your emotions are high, you're gonna like when you're near death, your emotions get higher, you fall in love quicker. But is that really real love? That's what you need to think about. So, now it seems like Eunice, who's been interested in him for at least a whole month, the whole lovey-dovey part I feel like already passed by. Um, So I don't think he needs to worry about that anymore, but I do think that's a real thing to be worried about, because right now her image of him is this man saved me. She doesn't really fully understand what he's like. So we need to see. He thinks too hard. Think less. Literally. Talk less. Smile more. Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for. I'm relieved I can talk about this with you, since I don't know who else would really hear me out anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna take another stab at baking a batch of cookies you can't crack a window pane with. LOL. And I'll keep thinking about things while I'm at it. This is important. It's not something you can just nonchalantly say yes or no to without care. I want to make sure I've given it a lot of thought before giving her my answer. That is something that I will like I agree with him. You shouldn't just say yes or no. Particularly yes. You really shouldn't say yes unless you're serious about it. You know what I mean? He waves goodbye before rummaging through a bag and pulling out one more cooking implement after another. Go talk to Eunice. She always reminds me of 35 millimeter. Oh, hello there. Are you the one who was talking with Ancon just a little while ago? Not to say I was spying on you or eavesdropping or anything like that. I just wanted to get a better idea of what was going on since I asked him out. Her face flushes a bright pink, having realized she perhaps got in ahead of herself. I'm sorry. Let's try this again. I'm Eunice. Back around Valentine's Day, I picked up my courage and asked him out, but I haven't heard back anything from them yet. And when I see them set out and about like this, it just makes me wonder, how they're doing and what they're thinking about. Sorry, you probably think I'm a real weirdo now. We already discussed this, Eunice. Like, we actually met during Valentine's Day. Did you forget me? 36 minutes? She gives you an apologetic smile, hoping you'll excuse her honest prying. Head back to Ancon. I'm doing fantastic! I'm glad you're doing well, Abby. Oh, you? Talk about Eunice. You tell Ancon about Eunice. Their expression darkens as you relate her perspective. I never imagined she'd be having such a hard time. Hard time? No, Actually, I understand how she must be feeling. I was being too thoughtless. Okay. No matter how much time No matter how much time I wish I had carefully mull it over, I should have given her my answer sooner, whether it was a yes or a no. I disagree. I disagree. I think you should say, like, oh, maybe I'll consider it, and then think about it, and then give your yes or no. Because what if you say yes the day of, right? Imagine a situation where you think yes the day of is so happy, right? It's such a great experience. And then you realize you actually don't love this person, then you have to say like, hey, I'm breaking up with you. Like, we had a 3-day relationship, but I wasn't really sure. You know, like, isn't that heartless? That is thoughtless. Or if you said no, and then later you're like, actually, yes. So you crush their dreams just to like play a game of cat and mouse. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird, right? It's better to think about it deeply. Say like, thank you. I appreciate the gesture. Please give me a moment. I need time to think. And real, just go on a date and see where things land. If the door is open, it doesn't hurt to accept the invitation. If you want to question whether you have feelings for someone, just spend time regularly. If the chemistry is there, you'll grow closer over time. 100%. 100%. I've resolved to make up my mind before White Day season is over. Okay, you've done so much for me already, but would you be able to help me out just a bit more? I'm going to talk to her as soon as I bake up something that looks more like a cookie than a failed transmutation. You can feel his determination. Keep helping him out. One of these attempts has to result in an edible cookie. I finally did it. I made a real, actual cookie. It doesn't pulsate. It doesn't smell like a fireball. It actually looks pretty tasty if I say so myself. So I'm planning to finally go and talk with Eunice. You know what I mean. He seems very nervous. Beneath their helmet, you think they look particularly pale. I've made up my mind. Although I may not deserve someone like her, I've decided to give it a try. I've talked it over with my friends, and they all said I'm letting my fears defeat me before I even tried. I think they're right. That's they're right, of course. But it's hard for me to just get past my anxieties. That's my anxiety. Da, 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 da. Even among other elves, I've always been a burden. But Eunice is someone who accepts me just the way I am. I really want to be brave and take a chance with her. If someone that took great interest, someone that great took an interest in me, I don't want to do this half-heartedly. That wouldn't be fair to her. I guess I ought to take off my helmet too. Whoa. This is something I should tell her face to face. I'm so nervous. I feel like I might throw up. Encourage him. Thanks. Wish me luck. He takes off their He takes off his helmet and walks towards Eunice. Though they stride forward with confidence, their body moves as awkwardly and haltingly as hastily made golem. Oh. He approaches Eunice with a nervous expression. She seems surprised to see them. Hello, Eunice. Hey, Ancon, you actually took off your helmet. Oh, yes, I wanted this to be special, but it's been a while since I've taken it off out of the house, so maybe I look weird. Is my hair flattened? Should I put it back on? No, definitely not. I mean, of course you can if you want, but this is the first time I've seen you without it, and you're just so cute. Thank you. They blush, seemingly surprised. Suddenly, as if remembering why they're here, they hand Eunice the cookies they've been clutching. Here. Oh, cookies, are these for me? Yes, and in return for the chocolate you gave me on Valentine's Day. Wait, don't tell me you made these yourself. I did. I think they taste all right, but let me know if they taste like they've gone stale. I mean, I baked them this morning, so that's unlikely, but if they taste bad, it's okay to throw them away. My culinary abilities is so bad that all this time I've been wondering if this is what it feels like when someone fails out of alchemy school, opening a smoking oven to see some kind of unrecognizable mass charred beyond recognition. You see it, Eunice? You're, that's, this is, I love them.
Oh, she's crying. Eunice clutches the bag of cookies in a tight embrace, tears welling up in her eyes. They're not really sure how to react. Approaches Eunice, nervously pacing around her. Forgive me, Eunice. Please stop crying. This is your fault, you know. I know, I should have done better. Do you know how long I've waited? And you didn't even give me a hint. So many sleepless nights wondering what you thought of me. If I was being a bother or... Yes, when you put it like that, I did unthinkingly cause you a great deal of distress. I won't ask for your understanding, but I really like you, Eunice. I've taken all this time, put in all the effort, because I want to go out with you. You're right to be frustrated, and perhaps I don't seem especially reliable right now. But I promise you, from now on, I'll give this my very best. Would you give me another chance to go out on a date with me? Despite a few moments of stuttering and grasping for the next word, they appear to have said all that has been pent up in their heart. Yes, Eunice? I'm gonna make sure you never regret taking a chance on me. Excuse me? We'll prove to all those naysayers that elves and human can be happy together. You and me will be a new kind of story. Reminds me of that one Taylor Swift song. I'd like that very much. I look forward to spending time with you, getting to know all about you. Me too. I want to know all of the dashing warrior behind the helmet. Ooh. Ooh, I'm so glad I just said to heck with it and asked you out on Valentine's Day. I'm glad you did too, Eunice. He's they seem they still seem like they're not quite sure what to do next, unable to look directly at Eunice's face as she dabs her teary eyes. But overall, it seems like everything has turned out well, and judging by her iron grip on the bag, Eunice seems to have loved the cookies he made, too. Cute! So I wanted to thank you for your help. It's thank Look at this person. They're holding the bear. It's so cute. It's thanks to you I was able to properly share my feelings with her and give her the answer I was struggling to say. I can't thank you enough. They bow in appreciation. I'm planning to keep practicing my cookie baking until White Day season is over. I told her I could go to any bakery and buy her tastier ones, but she insisted on keeping the ones I made. They seem embarrassed. I actually want this dress now that I'm looking at Eunice. This is cute. So if you don't mind us continuing on like we were doing, would you be willing to bring me more packets of that cookie spice? I'll make sure you're compensated, just like before. And just like before, I can see that you're sure. Thank you so much. I wish I had something more profound to say, but really, I'm just relieved that things worked out all after all the help you gave me. After all that stress and fretting, it's like my head has been emptied out. Ancon moves a hand as though to habitually touch their helm, but stops short, realizing they're not actually wearing it. I took my helm off outside my chambers for the first time in what feels like ages, and I still feel so awkward about people looking at me, but I'm trying to practice so I get used to it. I want to leave the helmet at home for our date, so, at any rate, I wanted to let you know how grateful I am. I'll never forget how you've helped me find courage and bake cookies at the same time. They give you an awkward smile. Eunice beams at you, her face aglow with happiness. Hey there, totally sorry about what happened last time. Water under the bridge, yeah? I do not mind. Thanks so much for everything. I'm still so happy everything worked out. Congratulate her. Thank you so much. I heard you helped Ancon a lot. I did help a little. Well, I can't thank you enough for everything you've done. If there's ever anything I can help you with, please let me know. Whatever it is, I'll do my best to come and clutch for you. That bracelet, that heart bracelet that costs like 3 million, please give that to me. Just kidding. Just kidding. Eunice happily waves goodbye as she rushes off to share the exciting news with her friends. It looks like you helped pave the way for Eunice and Ancon's future happiness. Where are her friends? Oh, who had a sweet white day? That's so precious. I love that. I didn't know that they had a title. Do they always give a title? I don't always check. A title given to Malaysians who helped bake up a tender batch of love on White Day. That's so cute. But yes, that's it. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. Have a good night or morning. See you guys next time. Love you guys and stay sweet. Bye.